Hello everyone and welcome to... I don't even have a name for it, whatever. Alright, we're going to make some characters here in the original, not the original EverQuest, but the retail version on Vaniki server, which is a level locked server. So let's start out by getting rid of this little guy here. Oh, I have to type kill me please. Okay, well, off to a good start. Not sure what kind of mood I was in that day. Okay, so I'm going to create a character, one I've never created before. And I'd like to keep it old school, like perhaps an erudite enchanter. That will require learning a lot of Totem stuff from what I remember, from what I don't know, Frog Rock? What's that? Okay, let's... Can I be an enchanter? Necromancer. What about... I love the classic models, which is why I turned off pre-Lucent. I turned off Lucent models, yeah. I do like the bigger classes. Like, I've got an ogre, as you can see. She's 25. I do like playing her, but I wanted to start over and go through the process of the tutorial. I think more people should play this game. I think there's a lot of value in it, and it touches on something that there's a YouTuber out there, Josh Stripehaze. He really nailed it. He hit the nail on the head, whatever you want to, however you want to say it. One of the problems with MMOs these days is they give everything to you. Now, while this is not anything reminiscent of the older EQ, it is still a little bit challenging compared to the current MMOs. So let's create a character. It doesn't have to be a male or female, I don't care. I kind of like these gnomes, they're kind of cool. And I hear enchanters are really, or the gnomes are really cool for exploiting some of the terrain. Not sure how true that is. Ixar. So I would play an Ixar if we started in Kavalis. I don't think we do. Okay. Halflings are fun. Gnomes are fun. I don't think that, I don't even think these matter anymore though, so, yeah, they don't even matter. Yeah, I'm probably gonna edit all this out. I have nothing to say. I did not prepare anything. I just thought, hey, let's record. Okay, so, human bard. I don't think it really matters what race you choose nowadays. You don't get any XP buffs or anything like that. So let's just choose... Let's do a male here. We'll name him... Let's do a random name here. Babmappus. What about, Cold. Any Mothman fanatics out there? I've never played a Necro. I played a mage. I have a 74 mage on Vox. Wizards or me. Shadowknight. Wouldn't I choose something else though? Yeah, I would choose like Well, I don't know. We could do... Yeah, let's do a dark elf. Why does the male have all these clothes on? The female isn't... Jeez. You wouldn't want to see me in my panties, let me tell you. Anyway, moving on. Death Knight. Okay. Do I want a Death Knight? Yeah, yeah, let's do a Death Knight. I am drinking water, as I am planning to play for a long time. As long as my recording can hold out here. Let's see. I apologize for the low quality audio. I don't know what half of this stuff does. Anyway. Oh, come on. Did I mess something up already? There we go. Okay. So to begin, I'd like to back up a little bit here. I'm going to hail areas, so all we do is press H, and then we're going to type in main, do a say, or I think we could just actually type in main. I want to escape. I love the interaction there. You have to type sometimes, or you can click on these little links, which is actually, if you want to come up here, you'll see that link. You can click on that, or you can type, I want to escape. So here's our quest window. Got a lot of quests. I like to set my thing up like this. I'll move my main chat. I'd like to move my main chat here. And we shall... Okay, we gotta find the jailer, which I think he's in here somewhere. Once we get in here, we'll get a bar that we can move here. I think I could actually open up a new bar. Oops. I can line them up with those little balls. Okay. And I'll move this over here. And we'll keep that up here. This is not actually the group window. Okay. So we're going to just click on this guy. And we'll hit 1 for melee. We can bash and taunt because of our, I believe, our class. I know that some races will get bash and taunt. I'm going to select one of those. I'm going to open up my inventory with I, and I'm going to click on my key once, and then we'll drag it to him and get. I don't know why, but I love that kind of interaction. Okay. And we're out of here, and moving to the tutorial zone, which in retail, once you're done with the tutorial zone, you'll go to Crescent Reach, but Crescent Reach doesn't exist on the Vaniki server yet. Okay, so we got our actions window here. The first couple things we want to do with our actions, we want to move to the second tab, Abilities, and we'll just click on any number we want. We're going to select Open. We're going to click and hold that and drop it to our bar. So this will allow us to open barrels and boxes and things of that nature. Here's our group window. We can put that up here. Effects. We can actually put effects up here. I'll put them up here. That's where I think it's where I used to see them in Dark Age of Camelot. Extended targets. That is something as a tank I will need later on, but spells. I'm going to drag this out to expand it horizontally, and we're going to move it like so. And this garbage here. This songs list is good for bards, but I'm not a bard. We'll just move group down here. Actually, no. Move our target over here in the middle. target rather, and we'll just move our thing there. Okay, so we're done with this. What is our first? Begin your training. We need to hail areas and learn about our paths. Select him, we're going to hit H. We want to find pwnzor and hail him about weapons. Okay, pwnzor is over here. So we're going to select him, hit H, and we're going to give our weapon to him. This is another interaction I really love. So we're going to take our weapon, drag it onto pwnzor, give it to him, and he will give it back to our inventory. And if we right-click and hold, we're going to see that it's been sharpened. And we didn't look at it before, but it did not say this before. So he has sharpened it. And we're going to come back to him once we get a few pieces of metal. Okay, so this right here, I've never figured out a way to move that, but this should disappear once we get out of the tutorial. Alright, the next one, we need to talk to Valara. She's right here. She may actually give us a piece of armor. So we've got shoulders, as you can tell by it automatically attaching to our cursor. We can click in the middle here, and it will assign it to the correct slot. It will not overwrite anything you have in there, though, so you'll have to actually put it in there to switch them out. Okay, so I'm going to hail her again. And as you can see down here, it has a link for us to click, so we'll click Others. And it won't do anything. We need to have this open. There we go. Nope. What's going on? Oh. There we go. Basic training, la la la. We should skip through this. Zenalda's over here. You can read that if you want. I've read it many times. She's going to send us to find a blue mushroom. And once you click on it, you can pick it up and put it in your inventory. And you can only do that once in this quest, but in the world you can click on it as many times as you find. Okay, now take the same mushroom, drop it on her. That's completed. Now we talk to Ryland over here. Hail him about spells. Okay. Would you like to be blessed? Yes, we would. And to learn a spell, you just right-click on it. If you are at that level and you don't already have it. Okay, the spell stuff is really different. Let's just go through this real quick. La la la. You know about mana. This is our spell book. Anytime we want to access our spell book, we have to be sitting down. So, our first spell is Spike of Disease. Now, once I place it in the spell slot, you'll see a bar go across here as we're learning it. So it takes a minute to learn some spells. Some are quicker, some are not so quick. Like this one's a little bit longer. That's also going to have a cooldown. Which is apparently very long, 35 seconds. Okay, well, we're not going to wait that long. Okay, while that's doing that, we're going to talk to Prathen, who is... Where's Prathen? There he is. There he is. He talks about whatever. Group window, communication, yada yada. Okay, what else we got here? Basher Aga. She is right here. Hot bars, which we've already kind of done. Okay, now we're going to... Gotta move my cup, couldn't see it. We'll hail her again. Hot bars updated. Okay, and ooh, we get a worn totem. And what this will do, if we right click on it, gives us a little swiftness boost. You can use that many times, it doesn't disappear from your inventory. Okay. What else do we have here? Let Arius know that we have completed our training. Alright, so we're going to go over here. And we got a something. Nope. We noted that is a skull charm. And if you've ever played the old EQ, you're going to know having an item with all these stats on it at level 1 is unheard of. There's really nothing better than these tutorial items, and that kind of good, kind of bad. I guess it gets people into the game, but it defeats that thing we talked about where, well, actually, the thing Josh talked about with, you know, things being given to you. This is kind of one of those, we're giving it to you. It is what it is. So guard Rutas, right here. So to get a quest from a quest giver, you just select them, hit H. And it says we need to get rid of the vermin. And let's see if he has any more. So we'll just hit H on him. We'll hit H on him. He's got one. Spider caves. Okay, just those two for now. So we're gonna just start attacking things. And if you ever close your quest window, you can reopen it with the quest journal up here. It's the 4th one going left. I'm going to select everything. So we want to sell. I didn't need to taunt that. Now the reason I can't bash right now is because I do not have a shield. But I will get one. I think I will get one out of here. I just love these older games. It's a perfect... This retail, the free-to-play is... which is not free-to-play for me. I actually pay for it. It's just the perfect blend of difficulty and nostalgia and fun. I mean, Elden Ring is a fun game for people. People love it, and I get it. But that, along with like Outward, it's like a game that punishes you for buying it. It's like, hey, thanks for buying our game here. What's your address? Because we're going to send someone over and we're going to beat the hell out of you too. I don't get it. I don't get a death being so punishing, as in, like, Outward. If you were to get captured by a human being, you lose everything. I don't know. Anyways, we're not here about that game. Beautiful games. Those two games are beautiful. Just a little bit too hardcore for me. Okay. We're just moving along. I'll probably edit some of this stuff out for brevity. And, you know, these simple animations they're very charming for me. And, you know, the textures not matching up here and there. As someone who grew up playing, well, my very first video game, I think, was Pong. Yeah, I think I've just found the right amount of, let's move that down here. We'll just move these. Right amount of nostalgia plus fun. So I plan to do a tutorial on, not a tutorial really, just kind of like a follow of Intercold up to max level, which right now on Vaniki is 55. It just turned 55. So that's the goal for this channel. I am not a pro player. I just love MMOs. My very first MMO was Dark Age of Camelot. And for me, the magic of that game was the people. As Josh Strife-Hayes said, the interaction with the people is what made these games great. And he's got a great point when he says, like with WoW, current retail WoW, you just walk around like a god. You don't need anyone for anything except occasionally for a raid, but I don't even know if they're still doing LFR. If they are, you know, looking for raid, you know, it was nice to be able to see the content as a casual player, but you didn't struggle. You didn't struggle with like what you did with the killed, where you would have to go back and suffer through wipes and stuff and whatever. It is what it is. Oh, I dinged. Let's kill some bats here. Now, if we want to check our progress, it looks like we got 7 out of 8 rats and 0 out of 4 bats. So let's get it. And we can close that. I like to have the screen as open as possible. And I'm going to keep these bat wings. I think that my shaman can use them for levitate. Let's get one more cave rat while we're at it. Looks like I've got a buff here. How did I get that? I can use this. Well, that appears to be an instant. Alright. Now I have a Shadowknight on, I think she's 121, she's on EQ2. But that is a game that tried to be the successor to this game. And it failed big time for me on the ease of playing. Everything is easy in that game. It's, as a Shadowknight, it's impossible to die. At least if you're just running around being casual, like I do. I don't know, tell me what you think. I mean, is EQ2, can it be challenging? As a casual, I haven't seen it. But I do not claim to know what the entire experience is. Okay. We need to destroy nests now. These are right here. Yeah, one there. It actually healed itself. That's strange. Okay. Alright, here's one over here. And there'll be times where I don't talk, and I don't have a lot to say as far as just doing these small things, other than how I love these games. Just can't get enough. Okay, we're done with that. Pack up our toys and go home. We're going to turn this quest in. I'll show you how to do that. Go to Valara. Okay, so we're gonna click on her, we're gonna hit H. It looks like we get Greaves, so if we select this, it should automatically put them on us. So it did. Alright. And if you saw those stats, they're insane. I mean, jeez. And this will really, I'm not kidding, this will keep you going into level 25. Does she have, let's check this guy, see if he has anything else. He does. Got a couple more. We're going to go through these as fast as we can. Okay. As you can see, we're in 2022. This is still EverQuest 1, and there are still people starting new characters. I mean, this game has just still got it going. Okay. So So now let's go to the spider caves. Woo! So what do you guys drink when you play? I drink water. What I like to do with this character that I haven't done with too many characters in EQ is craft. Crafting seems to be kind of just unintuitive. So I want to explore that. There's a name. Look at that. Let's try this. Now, if we want to put this on our toolbar, we can click and hold it until it gets on our cursor. And then we can replace bash with it. I can put bash back there later by just clicking on one of the other numbers of my action or my abilities page and then just click on it. Oops. And then we could just put it over here. It's got a long cooldown, doesn't it? And if things are white, it's this is the con system. That comes from selecting it, hitting C, and it's I think it stemmed from this game actually. It's something called consider. You're considering the other person or the mob to see, like, we'll try it. This guy's yellow, so if I hit C, it's a rare creature. He looks like quite a gamble. He's level 4, I'm level 3, so we can try it, why not? We're not going to lose any experience at this level, but we will lose experience eventually, starting at level 6 if we die. Up to, I think, 10, it's actually 10% of our level, which can be pretty insane. I got my shaman. I was in PC, and I mistakenly thought that the gray mobs wouldn't attack me. Well, they did. And I died, and I lost like 10 or 11% of my life, which sucks. Finish this guy off. Okay, this is what I was talking about. We got a chunk of bronze. So I'm going to select one. You can only have one. And we're going to quickly go... Actually, let's do one more thing. See that spider cocoon cluster? We're going to use our open. It's going to allow us to take that cocoon silk, which is part of one of our quests. But we'll come back. I'm going to turn this bar in and see what we get for it. Usually if we turn it into the weaponsmith, he'll make a new weapon for us that is generally better than the one we have. There's this... Oh, something happened. Alright, who is on? What? Yeah, that's another thing with with EQ. Once you attack something, it will chase you until the end of time. So we're going to go to Aperdos, or what, Absor. Okay, we're going to do our same thing. We're going to go to our inventory. And if you don't see it in here, you do have a backpack. It might be in there to start out with. So we're going to click on it once, drop it on him. We're going to give it to him. And we get a sword in return. Now, if we look at this, our damage is 4. Our delay is 27. And it's a one-handed slasher. Okay. So we click on this one. A little bit more improved damage, a little longer on the delay, but that's okay. We'll take that extra 1 point of damage. And this might be a good time to introduce ourselves to the merchant, get rid of the stuff we don't need. And to sell, it's pretty, I guess it's standard. We're just going to select these rat paws, and you'll see that the sell... Usually that'll say buy, but once you click something in your inventory, you can sell it. You sell all those. Rat ears, we'll sell those. Raw stiff hide. See, I think I can use those for... I think I could use those for crafting, but we'll wait till later. And what else we got here? Now we need food in our inventory at all, in one of our backpacks, preferably, at all times. So we probably want to leave that there, or else our mana and our health regen will slow down. And the better the food, the faster that is. So we can't sell that. That was given to us at the start. What we can do is destroy it, since we don't need that anymore. Okay. These little frogs, they're so cute. I'm sorry, frog locks. Now, I currently play Project 1999 as well. Not even remotely high level. I've got a level 9, a level 8, and a level 6. And my favorite thing to do on my level 6 is to kill frog locks. But... okay. It's a little slow going in the start, but I picked a character that has a high chance of survival, because it can get pretty hairy down below. That came out wrong. It can get pretty dicey down there. Did not come out any better. I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. Alright. I mean, just look at these graphics. They're not good. They're not great, but I think what they do for me, the worse the graphics are, that provide the minimal environment, it forces your imagination to really take over. And I think that's what makes games great. Okay. Alright. So we've got, let's check our quests here. We've got... We need spiders. Let's kill spiders. Alright. There we go. Alright. See, look at all these people still playing the game. Amazing. Just amazing. Look at this guy. Uh-oh. Wow. This is one of the items selling for 500 plat. Wow. Those are pretty good stats. Some of these misses are very frustrating. Oh, I dinged. They're very frustrating, but you have to remember, in the beginning, you're still leveling up your skill. As these skills, like one-handed slashing, increase, you'll miss less. And any modifiers that you have with your weapon are also going to help that hit rate. Oh, what's he doing? Nope, not that way. It's already taken. It's also considered very bad form to hit a mob that someone else has already tagged. Don't do it. In games like World of Warcraft, it won't matter, because once the person's already tagged it, it just doesn't matter. But in this game, I believe it still does. Whoever does the most damage gets the kill, gets the loot. I could be very wrong. Let me know. All the 3 people that will probably be watching this. And we need this guy. He can be rough. He can be rough. It would be nice if I had a shield. So, looks like he's a mage. He's got a little water pet there. Very good pet. This is who we'll have to kill eventually. I don't have her yet. We'll check here. No. Okay, let's go do that. We'll go get something out of a barrel. Look at it. This is... It's still full. I love it. Or not full. Nope. Send my roommates home. This is where I will probably edit out for sure. He's a little ankle biter. Okay. I'm going to sign off for now, and then we'll come back when I'm hopefully ready to do some of the lower end quests, or the higher end quests down below. Alright, we'll see you later.